Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. My name's Shad. This is Griffin, and today we're finally back working on our 1958 Oldsmobile.
Today's gonna be good.
Today's gonna be good? I hope so. Alright, now, I know it's been a while. I've tried my best, but my best just hadn't been good enough. As you can see, the old motor's back together. Now, I tried to make videos of me assembling the motor, but I just didn't have time to sit down and make one long video. It took a long time to clean this thing up and get it all put back together. And it would have been a very long video series. So, there she is.
Yep. Griffin,
help me. We got her all slammed back together. Assembling the motor was one thing. Tuning that damn quadrijet was another. Or 4-jet Rochester, I should say. It was a nightmare. That took several days in and of itself. But here we are. So Griffin?
Yes, sir.
You do the honors?
Oh, yes, sir.
Show America what she does. Now, she's got a little exhaust leak on the passenger side I gotta contend with, but all in all, she runs pretty darn good. Stuck a vacuum gauge on her, and she's making or pulling 16 inches of mercury consistently. Timing set. The carburetor's as good as it's gonna get. And yeah. So I got a lot of hate mail for doing this engine this way. A lot of people didn't like the thought of just doing the best with what we had, putting it back together. But as I told a few people, this isn't my car. I don't do this for a living. This is just a hobby of mine. This car belongs to a good friend of mine, and he needed help with it, so we decided to give him a hand. This wasn't a paid by the hour, you know, I'm making a bunch of money off of this. I'm not making any money off of this. I'm just helping somebody out. And all in all, I think she turned out pretty damn good. Sir?
The coolant line or something is rusting.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, she's got a little rust in the old overflow there. You lose something?
There's a gasket.
Oh yeah, that's the extra exhaust gasket. Don't lose that. So, she runs. Now what are we gonna do? If y'all remember, originally this was gonna be a tune-up and get her back on the road, which turned into a lot more of a hassle. But now that the motor's back together and running, we're back to step 2, and that is make her drive. So the gentleman that owns it swapped it to DOT5 brake fluid about, I don't know, 25 years ago. I don't have any .5. The master is way down there. What do you think we ought to do, Griffin? Think we ought to check it or just hop in there and see if she's got brakes?
See if it has brakes.
Deal. All right. So you heard the boy.
You and Derek doesn't be lazy.
So you heard the boy. We're just going to fire her up and see if she's got brakes. All right. For the first time ever, the hood's shut, the motor's all together. So Griffin's already hopped in. You can see through that windshield. He's raring to go. I don't think camera does justice to how dirty this thing is. So if she drives and performs, it's going to be interesting to give her a bath Anywho, I'm gonna set y'all down. We're gonna see what this girl does. I don't know if I can see out of this windshield.
I can see out of the windshield.
Here we go. She's running, oil pressure's up.
Can I hear you from here?
Alright, here goes nothing. Brake pedal's hard as a rock. Ain't good. Got my foot on the e-brake just in case. And we're in drive. Oh, feels like the brakes are doing okay. First time moving under her own power.
Yay.
And we got a brake pedal. See if I can get this boat out of here without hitting anything. Look okay on that side, buddy? Yeah, don't open it.
Yes, sir.
Woo, got these 1-inch mirrors.
That'll help a lot.
All right. We look good over there? Man, this is a big old car.
I'm sure Granny would love this.
So far, so good. All right. Here we go. Let's make sure it's nice in here.
Sure is.
It's amazing how small it is inside compared to how big the car is. What do you think?
Yeah.
It might also be because there's a 47-inch steering wheel in front of me.
Or the glove box.
Yeah, and a 8-foot glove box.
Where?
Push the button.
It's huge.
Yep, it's gigantic. All right, let's go for a ride. What y'all think?
Down the road.
Contact. Uh-oh. There we go. I think the carburetor could still use a little bit of idle air adjustment, but you know, she's gonna be as good as she is right now. Can't see nothing. Absolutely nothing out of these windows.
I could wipe it off.
But here we go. All right. Got her in old drive. Here we go. Try not to run nothing over. Man, the brake pedal feels good. Really does. Sounds like we got a little cam in her with that exhaust leak. Kind of like a mix between a 3/4 race cam and a pulpwood truck. Hey. Can't see nothing. Feels like we're driving through the fog on a clear, sunny day. Definitely need to give her a little more gas, a little more fuel, I should say, out of the old carburetor. You gotta ease on her a little bit to get her going. Woo. Front end feels a little loose as far as ball joints. Got a little clump to them. But hey, she's driving. She's the driving. Old Speedo's bouncing around. Gas gauge doesn't work, or she's completely out, one or the other. But hey, for an initial test drive, she's doing all right. All right, I'd call that a success. What about you?
I would too.
So she runs, she's got brakes. She can't see nothing out of the windows, and she's nasty as the devil. So, we're gonna give her a bath and see if we can shine her up a little bit. Then we'll check out all these lights and check the tires and all that kind of good stuff, and we'll blast her down the old highway and see what she does. What do you think?
It'll be great.
Be great?
It'll be great.
Well, for a car like this, you really need like Route 66 or something like that.
Yeah.
We're a long way away from that here in Georgia. I think the closest thing we have would be Highway 41. Y'all ever heard the Allman Brothers? You know what I'm talking about. But we might see if we can roll her on down Highway 41. All right, first water in a long, long time on this car. It's been 13 years since she ran, but who knows how long since she got a bath. That's wild.
Oh, great.
The rinse off might be all we need to do to it, huh?
Yeah.
Nah. Man, that's bad.
There's one thing that we might need to watch out for. Windows leak.
We're gonna find out if the windows leak.
Oh! That explains it.
Years and years of dust.
Chrome looks good on it.
Looks better already. See what this hood does. It's thick.
Sure, now you'd be able to see.
Mm-hmm. Now, remember early on I said this fender was kind of messed up. The battery in the car exploded on it, and they got battery acid everywhere. They poured baking soda on it to try to neutralize it, but I have a feeling all the paint's gonna come off of there. We shall see. Yeah, she's definitely going away. Getting thin. All right, we're gonna keep washing. We'll let y'all know how it turns out. Well, it's a new day, and my test drive didn't go quite as anticipated. I should have known when I went to crank it up to drive it out of the shop and it wouldn't start that something was up. But I was trying to keep up hope, and when we left off, we were trying to wash it. So drove it back up to the shop and started washing the thing. And then something came up and I needed to move it, and she wouldn't start. Come to find out, fuel pump went out. That's why we were having our stumble on acceleration and our no start condition till you pumped and pumped and pumped on the gas pedal. So took the pump apart. This is a dual action pump. You got vacuum on this side and fuel pump on the bottom. And lo and behold, somewhere, yeah, right there, she's broke. Diaphragm's broke. The valves are super dry. So that ain't no good. Now, I was going to rebuild this pump, but upon further inspection, there's a company up in Connecticut called Fusix Automotive Restoration Parts. Got with them, ordered a rebuilt pump from them. The price for me to rebuild it versus the price for one off the shelf was like $50, so I just let them do it. I got to put this one back together and send it back to them for the core. And when we get it, hopefully we'll be back in business. In the meantime, she was starting to clean up pretty good. Said I got about half of it hosed off. And then I needed to move a piece of equipment, and she wouldn't start. So I got her pushed in here, and I reckon we'll finish her up once I get the pump in. Now, I wish I had made more videos on this car, but it's been real difficult. It seems like everything you fix on this car breaks 2 or 3 other things. I've actually nicknamed this car Snowball for that reason. Every time I do something, I have to do 2 or 3 other things, and it's hard to make a video that's in some kind of a cohesive order, because you take a step forward and you take 4 steps backwards. But as it is right now, waiting on a fuel pump. I went ahead and ordered wheel cylinder kits for this car. I'm going to pop that master cylinder open, and I went and got some .5 brake fluid. I'm going to go through the brakes on this car. It drove okay. The brakes seemed fairly decent, but they were kind of pulling hard to the right, so I'm just going to go ahead and do them. In the meantime, while we're waiting on parts, I started working on the old Cadillac. This is a 1940 LaSalle flathead V8 car. Really nice car. Really nice car. Again, hadn't ran in a decade. So she just needed a tune-up. The motor was free. Gas tank was rotted out. I took it out, cleaned it, and patched it. Lined it, I should say. Got this car running. She runs good now. Brakes are locked up. So, pulled the rear drums. Working on this side now. Go and snatch the fronts off too. So they roll, but they don't roll good, so we're going to go ahead and do them. The rear wheel cylinders off the Cadillac, this is what they look like. That's pot metal. But the wheel cylinders themselves are pretty good shape. So I'll run a hone through there, 1-inch bore, clean them up good, put some kits in them, and hopefully we'll be on the road in the Cadillac. So anyways, I just wanted to give y'all an update. That's where we're at right now. Hopefully before long we'll be burning up the highway and these things, and we can move on to something else. In the meantime, I appreciate y'all watching. Y'all have a good day.